Hey dumplings, it's Dave Desai. Welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to get into BTS and BLACKPINK just a little bit. So Taehyung was recently on the cover of a magazine and Lisa was definitely mentioned. So we'll talk about this, we'll get into it. I also want to get into Rosé throwing a little bit of shade on a live stream. I think it was definitely interesting. Just to see how much Rosé kind of values herself, as she should. But we'll get into that later. So let's jump into the tea. If you are new here and you're interested in this type of stuff, please make sure to hit the subscribe button and that notification bell to be notified anytime a new video drops. And if you're a hater, like to be the first to leave your hate comment, please make sure to hit the subscribe button and that notification bell also so you can be the first to do so. Now let's get into it. Now the first thing that I want to talk about is Taehyung, and apparently the mention of Lisa online. There's been a lot of conversation about this, and it's definitely been going on for a little while. But I definitely decided to talk about it due to the recent magazine that was put out with Taehyung in it. There was a photo shoot going on with the Wall Street Journal magazine. Now Taehyung is super talented, and I guess it was recently confirmed that he was the most popular member of BTS. This is by some netizens online. People literally went into the sales of the magazine, stripped the numbers, all that stuff. It's crazy. I don't know how I feel about this, honestly. I think they're all really popular, but according to this report that was made from the Wall Street Journal, now just to be clear, this was not made by them, I don't think. But we'll get into that a little bit later and how I feel. But basically, if you do not know what happened, BTS did a photo shoot with the Wall Street Journal. This was not too long ago. They were all dressed up, dressed to the nines, looking dapper, and they were in this colonial home. It was very, very stunning. Oh yeah, the house was very stunning too. You see what I did there? You get it? I said they're stunning first and then the house. But it seems like there were several covers of this magazine that ended up being created. Basically, one of each of the members, and then one copy of them all together. But apparently the one with Taehyung on it by far sold the most copies. This is obviously compared to any of the other members. Now I'll definitely get into my opinion and my thoughts on the numbers a little bit later, and how I feel about them numbers even existing in the first place. Now this is definitely a little bit unexpected to me, but definitely well deserved, I'd say. I'd say Taehyung deserves it. Taehyung is super talented, and he's always compared or mentioned to other singers who are good as well. Ones that are similarly in his category. So like Lisa from BLACKPINK is so often brought up. From time to time when you mention Taehyung or Jungkook, you get BLACKPINK coming up. However, these are very different categories in my opinion. They are not the same like everyone thinks that they are. They both make very different music. The thing is, the only thing that I can think of that's similar between BTS and BLACKPINK is kind of their struggle within the industry. They've obviously had really bad struggles to get popular due to many things that went against them. But then even so, their struggles are different. BTS was struggling due to their small agency and then not really having many resources and things like that. But BLACKPINK struggled due to their bigger agency and like them forgetting them or something. And BLACKPINK being forgotten or something. But anywho, the Wall Street Journal photos of Taehyung were spicy. He looks so good with this suit on. He just looks super dapper and amazing. People on the Tweetster were saying stuff like this. When is Taehyung gonna post V-cuts from Wall Street Journal magazine because he looks so fine there? Oh my god, he does look so fine there. I gotta say, my hubby looks good in the suits. I am not surprised because when we were at the wedding, he was obviously wearing a suit. Wall Street Journal gonna get those real sexy pictures. I love it. So while the internet was going crazy over those pictures, there was the conversation that happened with BLACKPINK and Lisa. Now Lisa and Taehyung specifically are often compared to each other due to how popular they both are within their groups. However, when it comes to selling power and when it comes to influence, they both have very comparable and very strong influence. They can be on the cover of something, they can talk about something, and it's all gonna sell out. Taehyung and Lisa are both fashion icons, which is why I believe the cover photo of Taehyung sold out so quickly. Because everyone wants a fashion icon magazine. Taehyung and Lisa both enjoy wearing Celine. They both like to rep it, and I can understand that comparison. One person on the Tweetster wrote this. Amazing, not to compare, but Taehyung and Lisa are the same, and the fact that they are the most hated members by their fandom speaks a lot on how popular and talented they are. And if they are gone, it's going to be like a normal K-pop group. They bring the wow factor in the group. While I don't agree with this statement entirely, I don't believe that without them, the group would lose their it factor. I do think that every member of BTS and every member of BLACKPINK kind of holds their own, but it is very, very clear that both Taehyung and Lisa are both very, very popular. But that is neither here nor there. It does seem like anytime Taehyung is brought up during something that's successful that has happened, we do have another idol that is brought up to compare with Taehyung. And that is not fair to Taehyung, nor is it fair to the idol that is being brought up. In this case, it's Lisa. I can't wait to see that one day we all stop comparing idols to each other. And specifically, I hope one day we stop comparing idols to other idols within the group. Like, how do you think the other members feel when they hear stuff that Taehyung's magazine sold the most and theirs didn't sell as much? Obviously, comparing and doing things like this is very toxic, even if none of the other members get jealous or feel any type of way or anything like that, which I likely think they won't be. But what would likely happen is they get into their own head and start to wonder if they're actually good enough or not. That tends to be more of a toxic thing that tends to happen. What's worse than competition between two groups is competition within the group. So I hope they don't look at the numbers, and whoever brought that number up, that's not okay. Don't do that, stop. I also hope to see one day BLACKPINK on the cover of Wall Street Journal. I think they'll be really cute, but there'll no doubt be a lot of comparison, as obviously BTS has done it. But you can't win no matter what you do, so just do it. Do the thing. Rosé knows this the best, by the way. She is often criticized in BLACKPINK for no reason. People mostly focus on Lisa and Jennie, and often Rosé and Jisoo end up being forgotten, which is definitely not okay. During a recent live broadcast, all the BLACKPINK girls were talking about how much fun they had. They were asking questions to each other, and Jisoo had a question for Rosé, in which case Rosé took this opportunity to throw some shade at them haters. Good for you, you go get them haters. Smack them across the head. Rosé answered that she was indeed an irreplaceable part of BLACKPINK, and she had the biggest smile on her face when she said it. Oh, what is telling her that she isn't? I need names. BLACKPINK was literally created for 4 girls. If they replace a member, it's not BLACKPINK anymore. It's BLACKPINK. I'm glad Rosé knows her worth. I'm so glad that she knows that she is amazing. She has an amazing voice. There is no need to be humble there. She is a great singer. She is beautiful. She is kind. It's okay to brag about those things. We need to acknowledge them. We need to bow down to the queen. Of course, people on the Twitter, the tweetster had things to say about it. One person wrote, Jisoo, what is Rosé to BLACKPINK? Rosé, they can't be without her. Girl, my Rosé knows her worth. I am so proud. Yas, just snap your finger, queen, and I'll remove all the haters. They're gonna leave, or I'm gonna shoot them, or I'll sing and they'll probably run away because my voice is just not good. You know, whatever peasants do for their queen, I'll do it for you. I am proud of her, and I think especially with a small group, like only 4 members, you can't really remove any of them. All of them definitely matter, and they all contribute a lot because there's only 4 members. It's very important bits to the group dynamic. Also, they all have such strong singing voices that are so unique. Like when they sing, you can actually like feel it. So that definitely makes them very, very unique compared to some of the other girl groups. Plus, all the members of BLACKPINK are like visuals. You can't remove a visual. What are you gonna see? What are you gonna visualize without a visual there? They all need to be there for this to work. I'm glad she said it. Now, a lot of those haters who tell her to go away, first of all, you go away. Others saying that she's not important or whatever. Y'all can go find a hole somewhere. I don't know what it is about people trying to misunderstand something about someone and hate on people for no reason. Like, people will literally take a moment to misunderstand something and then hate that person for years later upon that misunderstanding. And 10 years later, they hate this person and the misunderstanding wasn't even true. Like, that's so messed up. But people don't do their research. And of course, it's more fun to hate someone than to like look into it and see that they're a good person. Rosé won't be having any of it. And BLACKPINK won't be having any of that anymore. Only positive vibes in 2021 going forward. And we are not dealing with the negativity. Also, side note, Life Goes On trailer by BTS is out. Go stream that. And also, I can't wait for the music video to come out. It's gonna be dope. I can totally feel it. Let me know what you think. Let me know what your thoughts are. Leave it down in the comment section down below. Give this video a thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't already. And I'm featuring this comment right here. Thank you so much for your comments. As always, I do have a Patreon if you want to go over there and check out some exclusive content that I can't necessarily post on here due to copyright and things like that. Sometimes it gets taken down and all that stuff, so I do keep it over there on my Patreon. Reaction videos like music video reactions, performance reactions, ship reactions. You can also request things over there if you would like to see that. Link is in the top of the description down below. Also, anything you contribute over there gives back to this channel. I have a video over there explaining that. But if you'd like to just check out more videos, you definitely can. There'll be 2 videos that will appear on the screen at the end of this video. So click on one of those. I'll see you over there. Bye.